You've made it to Confident and Empowered, the Encourage Over Everything show, where main character energy meets deep soul level transformation. I'm Letitia Hopkins, and this is your reminder that you are worthy, ready, and already becoming the version of you who leads her life with clarity, confidence, and wholeness. Now, all you have to do is make the decision to be her on repeat. Friend, look at you. You've decided who you are. You are showing up as her. You are walking differently, talking differently, moving in alignment with the version of you that you chose. Yes. But then life happens. A situation pops up. Maybe it's family, work, or something that just hits a little too close to home. And suddenly, without even realizing it, you are reacting like the old you. Does that mean you failed? No, it means you are human. And today we're talking about how to handle those moments when you slip back, and more importantly, how to live in your new identity so powerfully that slipping back becomes rare. And when it does happen, you know exactly how to catch it and realign. You've been playing small long enough. It is time to speak life into your life. These aren't just your regular schmegular affirmations. They're your main character activations. Say it loud. I am the main character and I live it. Download your power affirmations in the show notes below. Hey, friend. I don't know if anyone has told you lately, but I'm proud of you. To be in spaces like this, to do the work, knowing that you're doing your best with adulting and everyday life, I'm just so proud of you. A lot of people want change, but don't do anything to change. And I can say that with no shade because that used to be me. So the fact that you are here, I want to celebrate you for this level of intention and showing yourself how much you love you. That really deserves a pat on the back. If you are able to give yourself a big hug, you aren't just trying, you are doing it. Yes. Now, the thing about identity work is deciding who you are is really the first step. It's living as her every day. That is the practice. You've got to put the reps in. The more you practice, the greater your self awareness grows, and ultimately your self esteem follows. But what happens when you're doing the work and then boom, you're hit with a trigger? Or humans just start cutting up and before you even get a chance for your best self to show up, your old self has already taken over and showed out. Listen, I'm speaking from experience, okay? This happens to the best of us. Slipping back often happens because old patterns feel familiar. They are the grooves that your brain already knows. Your identity isn't just a one time decision, it's a choice you renew every day and sometimes multiple times throughout the day. Certain triggers, whether it's people, environments, even specific conversations can pull you into autopilot mode. It's just muscle memory. If you've practiced being the old you for years, it makes sense that your brain can slip back there in a heartbeat. That's not weakness, that's wiring. The good news is wiring can be rewired. So let's talk about some signs that you've actually slipped back because sometimes it's obvious and sometimes it's subtle. But here's what to watch for: things like your self talk changes. You catch yourself thinking like the old you. Suddenly, self doubt, people pleasing, the whole narrative of that's great for you, but it'll never work for me. Or just thinking about all of the ways that you're not capable of making a shift. When you start noticing yourself being your own worst critic instead of your biggest cheerleader, it's a sign that you've slipped back. Or when you start noticing your decisions are fear based, you start choosing the safe, more comfortable option over the one that's aligned with your highest self. Like you start talking yourself out of taking action or making bold moves. Instead, you take fear based steps instead of faith based steps, or even feeling like your energy is just off. You notice a disconnect between who you want to be and who you're actually showing up as. This is such a beautiful sign that you've outgrown some things. You've matured and elevated into a new space and way of being. So take it as a sign. There is some slipping back happening. And can we just talk about the old you for a minute? The version of yourself that you used to be can sometimes catch a bad rap. The outspoken one, the defiant one, the black sheep, the one with the attitude, the one who made all the bad decisions. We can go on and on, friend. Insert yours here. But can we love on her for a minute? The outspoken one is probably the one who protected you against people who tried to take advantage of you or hurt you. The one with the attitude was probably dealing with a lot of life circumstances that may have been unfair. Or maybe deep down, you were dealing with so much hurt that needed to be healed. At that time, you hadn't recognized old programming, or maybe you were responding to the environment because those were the examples that you had around you. Or perhaps you just had some growing and maturing to do. The one who made bad decisions was actually gaining a wealth of knowledge for you because in getting it wrong, you learned how to get it right. For me, the old version of me was the one who complained way too much. But she taught me the importance of focusing in on all the good things that surround me. She gave me a deeper level she gave me a deeper level of gratitude and appreciation, and I love her deeply for that. The old you, all those versions had a job to do. Maybe not the best approach, but you were doing the best with what you had at the time. So thank that version of you. Love on her. She did a lot for you. She did her best for you, and it's because of her you are who you are today. And she's still helping you get better till this day. Just recognize she's not driving anymore. You are behind the wheel of your life and navigating where you want to be. She can fall back in her position because you are the lead role now. You can access her anytime you need to. It's just that she isn't the leader now. You are. Sometimes we overdo it on the tough love, but there is another way. You can be kind, loving, compassionate, and understanding to yourself as you grow. Grant yourself some grace. It will definitely get you a lot further. Friend, you know there's more for you, more confidence, more clarity, more alignment. But somewhere along the way, you stopped asking yourself what you really want. And it's time to reconnect, to remember who you are before the doubt, the pressure, and the perfectionism took over. The main character energy journal prompts are your daily invitation to step back into your power, to get honest, to dream boldly, to see yourself again. This is where the identity shift actually begins. Not just with words, but with truth, with self-awareness, with you. Start your journaling journey today and write your way back to the most magnetic, aligned, and unstoppable version of yourself. You are not just chasing your next era, you are being her. Grab the main character energy journal prompts now in the link in the show notes, okay? So how do you handle it when you slip back? First things first, slipping back is not the same as starting over. Here's the move. Notice it without shame or judgment. This is so huge here, friend, because you are probably way too critical of yourself. And guess what? You don't have to be. Don't spiral, no name calling. Just say, oh, this is an old pattern. Awareness is the win here. And then pause and re anchor. Ask yourself, what would the best version of me or my highest self do right now? That one question can shift your energy instantly because it pulls you out of autopilot and back into intentional living. and then shift into the moment. Change your words, your tone, your action right there. You don't have to wait until tomorrow to get back on track. You can realign in real time. You don't have to wait for the new year's to create resolutions that barely make it into February, okay? You can reset at any time. The next day, the next hour, even the next minute are all available to you to decide the best next the best next step for you to take based on what you know to be right for you. And how can you avoid slipping back? Trust me when I say it's normal to slip back. You can make it less frequent by simply setting yourself up for success. Do an environment check. Keep your space, your circle, and your inputs aligned with your identity. If it doesn't support the version of you you're becoming, it's time to let it go or put that thing on pause. Give yourself some identity cues. Create reminders like affirmations on your mirror, or a playlist that makes you feel powerful, or an outfit that matches your energy. Cue yourself into the identity that you want to be, and create some daily micro decisions. Consistency in small choices strengthens the narrow pathways for your chosen identity until it becomes second nature. So, just some small wins for yourself. Bake that into your day and watch yourself be on your way. The main character doesn't treat slipping back as failure. She treats it as a plot twist, a moment to remember who she is, and then step right back into the role she was born to play. Every time you notice and realign, you're proving to yourself that your new identity isn't just an idea, it's who you are. Living your new identity isn't about perfection, it's more about commitment. And the fastest way to strengthen that commitment is to make it simple and doable every day. That's where the self love two step comes in. It's not complicated, it doesn't take billions of hours. It works whether you're feeling 100% aligned or you've just had a slip back moment. Think of this as your identity anchor, the thing that pulls you back into alignment with who you've decided to be. Step one, spot the slip or celebrate the win. If you're in alignment, name it, own it, and celebrate it. And if you've slipped, call it out, but without shame or judgment. Just simply say, that's the old me, and choose again. And step two, act as her right now. Take one aligned action in this moment. No matter how small, send the email, speak the truth, hold the boundary, dress like her, move like her. This is how you teach your brain. This is who we are now. Do this every day if you can, especially on the days that you don't feel like it. And you'll find yourself slipping back less and less because the more you practice, the more your new identity will be your default setting. Confidence isn't a vibe, it's a decision. Let's build it. You become confident by embodying it right now. And I've got just a tool to help you do exactly that. The main character confidence checklist is your free glow up guide to help you walk in rooms more confidently, speak up louder, and show up like the star you are. It's simple, it's powerful, and it works because confidence isn't about faking it. It's about remembering who you are. Download the checklist now using the link in show notes, and baby, don't just check the boxes, own them. Now, let me pour into you right quick. Friend, you are not failing when you slip. You're just learning. And every single time you notice it sooner, every single time you catch yourself mid pattern and decide differently, you are literally rewriting your brain and reinforcing your new identity. Every time you notice an old pattern popping up, you get to nudge yourself in the direction that you want to go. No need to get upset with yourself, shame, blame, or hard time yourself into trying to do better. Noticing is your nudge, your divine sign that you have the power to create, curate, and confidently be and behave like who you want to be. You are not the woman that you used to be. You've already proven that. Old you might have stayed stuck in the slip for days, weeks, maybe months or years, even. But this version of you, she notices, she interrupts the spiral, she remembers who she is, and then she just comes back stronger. Slipping back is not evidence that you're not ready. It's evidence that you are doing the work because you can't slip back into something you've already outgrown unless you've actually grown. So give yourself credit for your growth. And the beautiful part is, your new identity isn't fragile. It's not going to disappear or ghost you because of one bad day or one bad reaction. It's built on choice, and you can make that choice again and again and again until it feels so deeply woven into you that it becomes second nature. So the next time you catch yourself in an old habit, take a breath and simply say, I see you, old pattern, but I'm not her anymore. I'm this woman now. And then act like her. Friend, I really need you to hear this way deep down in your spirit. The power isn't in never slipping. The power is in coming back when you do. Your highest self isn't judging you for the moments you forgot. She's cheering you on for the moments you remember. And every single time you choose her again, you're building a life that feels more and more like home. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have every single detail filled out. You just have to keep showing up for the woman you've decided to be. This is how confidence is built, brick by brick. The world might still be adjusting to this version of you, and that's okay. Because while they're catching up, you're living it, you're embodying it. You are proving to yourself over and over until there's no question in anyone's mind, including your own, about who you are now. So walk into today knowing this. Slipping back is simply temporary, but the woman you've chosen to become, she's here to stay. Hope that you love this episode so much. Next week, we are diving into the self-trust formula. If you've been struggling to trust yourself or take bold action, this episode will give you the exact steps to rebuild your confidence and lead like the main character you are. And remember, friend, around here, we don't settle, we shine. All because together we can encourage over everything. And just like that, queen, another layer of your glow up activated. But don't just listen, live it. Because main character energy isn't just a vibe, it's a decision. And you just made it. Want to keep this energy going? If something in today's episode hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Fix another queen's crown. Share it, review it, or send it on with love. Whatever feels aligned. Your words, your stars, they help this message reach even more hearts and many more glow-ups. When you share this show, you are not just spreading encouragement, you are reminding another woman she always had the power. We are rewriting stories, raising standards, and showing the world what empowered love really looks like. So remember, when you show up for you first, everything else aligns. Until next time, walk in your power, love out loud, and keep showing up like the main character you were born to be. Say it with me now. I am the main character of my life. I lead with love and I rise on purpose. All right now, friend, let's go. Your era isn't coming, it's arrived. And you already know how we do it around here. We don't settle, we shine. All because together we can encourage over everything.